Manager on manager, I got a question for you, Tony. Fuck, Mary kill. It's the middle of the holiday season, right? We're in November and just got done with Halloween. Some people are big spooky season people like
Mhm.
Terrence. Some people are really into, conquering nations and mass genocide and then becoming woke, and saying, hey, we shouldn't have a redskin as a logo. We shouldn't have the Cleveland Indians. We got to take this away. It's disrespectful when they don't realize that they are taking away the last known commodity, or what do you call that? Like exposure to a type of people that we have left in the US, other than the fact that, hey, you could go to the casino or something like that, right? It's like social and mass scaled genocide from a woke perspective. Like, look, this is wrong. They shouldn't be talking about this. So we're just going to wipe you off the map completely from all relevance, and no one's going to remember you. Thanksgiving is what I'm talking about, and then Christmas. So fuck, Mary kill, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Go.
Before we do that, there was no problem with the Cleveland Indians. That name, they did not have to change to the Guardians. The Washington Redskin Potatoes, I mean, that's a derogatory term, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. Does that make me woke? Am I a woke person?
Yeah, like just fucking wave your Biden 2024 flags. I'm just kidding. No, but no, who knows? I don't know, man. Like they say Indians derogatory, but then like, is it really derogatory? Like, what about all the people in India that are like, yo, we're actually Indian, and then they just call them fucking like by their religion. So it's like, oh no, that's a Hindu or that's a Sikh or something like that. It's like, no, I'm just Indian or whatever like that, right? I don't know.
That is
Maybe
strange.
we're all
That's another
just
episode, I
human.
think. That's another
Maybe
episode, I think.
are we all just human?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For this one though, I must have glossed over it when I was looking through your notes because I have nothing on it, but I do have some thoughts.
Okay.
So you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I got to make a decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, I mean, that's everyone's favorite. If not, it should be. So I'm going to marry that.
Okay.
Going to have it 365 days a year opposed to just, a month and a half, 2 months out of every year. That's easy. The next one, I think I get everything you can do on Thanksgiving Day. Like you can have that dinner on. We usually have some type of feast for Christmas. If it's not turkey, it's like steak and then everything else, all the other fixings. So I think I'm going to get rid of Thanksgiving. I'm going to kill it.
Okay.
Not for any of your Native American hate reasons or anything like that. I know what's going on in this episode. And Halloween, I'm gonna strip it down. I'm gonna bend it over. I'm gonna massage its shoulders. I'm gonna make sweet love to it. That's what I got.
You're gonna fuck it. You're gonna fuck Halloween. Okay. You can say fuck
I know,
on this podcast,
I know you're not
Tony.
I know you're not gonna censor me, so I gotta censor myself here.
That's the point of this thing. All right. Yeah. So let's see. I'll fuck Christmas. I'm not gonna marry Christmas. And the reason why is because the night before Christmas. So it's like I've become a fan of sleep. Like this last weekend, I was falling asleep at like 7:15 to 7:30 and waking up at like 1:32 in the morning, right? It's actually phenomenal. It's like the best.
Wait. Why that time? Is that right after Matlock? That's when Matlock was, isn't it?
I went and so Friday it was like freezing cold out, right? And we went and ate pho and then got some boba, and we were gonna go to Target after because I was like, yo, girls, let's make waffles in the morning, but not like Eggos, right? So let's make actual waffles. So we're gonna go get a waffle maker from Target, but it was like freezing cold. So we're like, fuck this, let's go back home. But when I got home, like by the time I got home, the car was like fully warm inside, and I just eaten all this warm food and stuff like that. And I was exhausted. So then the girls just want to play on their iPad. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna go lay down and watch a movie. And then next thing I know, I woke up, it was fucking 1 something in the morning. All the lights are on downstairs, all the lights are off upstairs. My TV's turned off in my room because the girls were nice enough to turn it off, and they're in their beds, right? And I was like, oh, they're excited because they got to stay up late or whatever like that. And then I ended up doing it again Saturday because it was just like I was on that schedule, and I did it again Sunday. Like I went to AJ's house on Sunday for dinner or whatever like that, and we ate like a Filipino soup thing or whatever like that, and I just got tired. And I was like, yeah, go to bed once I get home, and I woke up super early Monday. So, but yeah, I like sleep is what I'm trying to say, and I don't get any on Christmas, and there's like an anxiety to like do everything Christmas related without waking up your children, right? So it's like kind of annoying. And you want to set it all up, but you don't want them to see it all, and then Santa comes and then you're like, you're making sure that they don't see Santa and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of like an anxious time. That one night makes Christmas kind of like and then they rip everything apart, and then they don't like what they got, or they actually like the boxes and the wrapping paper more because then they rewrap and send each other they like playing with that shit more than they do their toys. Just I don't know. It's kind of like and then it's over by like 6:30 in the morning, and you're like, what the hell do we do the rest of the day? We should be spending time together. When it's like, no, I want to go do other things. So there's that. I will. I'll also fuck Halloween. You get a lot of things with Halloween, right? Especially, there's a lot of opportunity if you're a single male or a single female, whatever you want to, or whatever you want to call yourself, right? We'll get to that later. Um, there's a lot of things that you could do in Halloween that spice up your life a little bit, I guess you could say. And Thanksgiving to me is just it's kind of mid. Like I don't really care for the traditional Thanksgiving food. It's good. I mean, it's fine or whatever, but it's not something special to me. Like,
Mm.
oh man, like why is it that there's just this massive turkey production for one day of the year? Like if people really like turkey, they would eat it like consistently like that throughout the year, right? Like you don't see anybody in March being like, "Yeah, I just did a big old turkey." Or whatever like that, and I got 2 weeks worth of food or whatever, or I made 10 pounds of mashed potatoes
Mm.
because this is the thing to eat, Like I don't eat that stuff normally, so
That's fair. It's a lot of prep though. I've
yeah.
never done it, but I've seen my wife do it, and it looks tedious.
It's terrible, man. You're just there, and then you get to the table, and everybody knows it's just like okay food. Like you feel
Yeah.
bad. Like fuck, man. I spent all day doing this shit because it's some tradition thing or whatever. So,
Yep.